The eagle has landed. To the Iranians, Khush Amadid. To J.D. Vance and the Americans, this is not a drill. This mission is live, soldier, and you're a go. So remember, I showed you this building last night. Well, that is now confirmed as the media center, not only for local journalists, but also for international media, who you can see on the blue platforms right there, reporting back to their channels, because that gives them the vantage point of view for the Serena Hotel in the background, where the Islamabad talks are going to be happening. At least we're told that that is the case. Now, of course, for J.D. Vance, I suggested coffee, and I think he's going to need it, because we've seen the Iranian delegation land last night, received by the Chief of Defense Forces, General Asim Munir, in his commando gear, and they were taken to the Prime Minister House. But then this morning, of course, J.D. Vance and his team arrived. Now, compared to the experienced negotiating team, the 14-member delegation from Iran, the J.D. Vance team is new to the negotiation table, particularly when it comes to the Iranians. In fact, this is the first time in 47 years where a vice president or a senior delegation from the Americans will sit face to face with the Iranians, and this is all because of Pakistan and the sort of influence they enjoy over the Iranians, and of course the friendly direct relationship that the Chief of Defense Forces, Asim Munir, enjoys with not only Steve Witkoff but also Trump himself. So they will need the coffee, because the Iranians are pros at this. They're headed by, of course, the Speaker of the Parliament of Iran, Ghalibaf, and he is supposedly not only an academic but a tough cookie when it comes to negotiations. He's been a former police chief and also the mayor of Tehran. Quite moving pictures of when he landed, because he, of course, said that he was traveling with those children who were martyred in Iran, the school that was bombed by the American/Israel airstrikes. So quite a moving picture. And then, of course, he is accompanied by the foreign minister of Tehran, a very, very popular and well-recognized face, Abbas Araghchi, and at least 4 other deputy foreign ministers of Iran and a number of members of parliament. So this isn't going to be an easy negotiation. But of course, for the risk management and for the facilitation, Pakistan has already laid the groundwork. A lot of criticism in international media, and some of our rivals also are talking about the fact that why are Pakistanis so excited to be hosting the Islamabad talks, and that it's just a venue just like Ireland or Switzerland have been in the past. But they forget to mention, and I will remind them, that this is not any negotiation. This is between two warring parties who've never sat face to face, and also during an active war, the war that's affecting not only our neighbors but the rest of the world. So really, this is quite a diplomatic coup by Pakistan, and they should be getting the credit they deserve. So of course, a lot of groundwork has already been done, and we could see that when J.D. Vance was received this morning by the Chief of Defense Forces, the general looked more relaxed. There were pleasant smiles all around, and he was seen in civil clothing, in a nice, well-cut suit. So I think that they do have a very good relationship with the Americans, and of course a lot of influence on Iran as well. What we can expect, a lot of commentary is surrounding the uranium enrichment, but let's be clear, the main issue, the main sticking point for the world and the Americans is the Strait of Hormuz, and that is the main bargaining chip that the Iranians have and wish to hold on for the future. So the main conversation will be about what kind of arrangement will there be about the Strait of Hormuz, because that is something that not only affects the Americans or the GCC, it affects those who are living in the UK, those who are living in the West, and of course all of our neighbors. So if you want your food bill, your petrol bill, and your fertilizer bill to go down, there's all the more reason for you to support Islamabad Talks.